All right, what's going on, guys? Today we're gonna go over 4 major core exercises to increase your combat sports performance. Let's get into it. So when you're talking about combat sports, right, we want to work on 4 different components. When you're talking about core strength or working the trunk for combat sports, for MMA, for grappling sports, for striking sports, you want to work on anti-flexion, anti-rotation, which is isometrics, to work the muscles that surround the trunk region, and then also rotation and flexion and extension. We're going to do those 4 key exercises that are going to go ahead and enhance or work on anti-flexion, anti-rotation, rotation, and flexion extension to improve on your ability to dominate inside the cage or in the ring. So for the anti-flexion, we're gonna go ahead and use an ab roller, and we're gonna go through a bear crawl motion. Now, this is very advanced. If you wanna start off and scale it down, then you would just do a regular ab rollout. But if you are stronger in the core and you want to challenge yourself, you can go and do the bear crawl. Now, all you're gonna do is a solid basic bear crawl, making sure that you're staying in control, your hips don't shift side to side, and obviously we're gonna use the roller here to increase the intensity, increase the difficulty of the actual motion, and then we can work on getting the distance. So you want to start off for the first time, if you're doing it, say about 10 yards down, you can do 2 to 3 sets. But what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and come down onto the ground here, just like you're going to do an ab rollout, and then you're going to get your knees slightly off the ground. So right from there, you're gonna be challenged. Your core is gonna turn on, making sure that 1, you don't fall out of place, and 2, your hips don't shift side to side. So there's a lot of things going on here, which is going to enhance the core, strengthening the stiffness of the trunk itself. What you don't wanna do is bring the roller right underneath your body. You wanna make sure that it's semi outside the body. I say keep it right around your nose to your forehead region when you're going to walk through. So I'm gonna go ahead, tuck my toes in, knees off the ground, and I'm stepping. Notice I'm keeping the roller in front of me. Like I said, it's severely challenging. Make sure that your back doesn't cave in. Obviously, you want to make sure that you're not wobbling side to side, and you're keeping the roller right outside the body. You're not stacking it over yourself, because that's going to make it more of a shoulder movement. And as you bring it out, it's going to challenge the core more. So the more you can bring it out in front of you, the harder it's going to be. So now we're going to work into anti-rotation. If you have a cable, you can use the cable machine. If you don't have a cable, you can use a band. But what we're trying to accomplish here is work through this motion going side to side. For this one, it's going to be a cable chop, so you're working the oblique side of the motion, but you're going to maintain your stability. You're going to maintain your position with your trunk. The obliques, the internal and external obliques, are going to be firing up as you're going through that motion. Take a cable. I like to go in a split stance position. So I'm going to take my outside leg and I'm going to put it in front. Then I'm going to take the cable and I'm going to take both hands on it. So now I'm locked out here. My backside leg is off the ground. My backside heel is off the ground. You can place it down if you need to. I like to be here just because it feels more athletic. Being flat-footed, I don't really get a good feel for it, so I like to stabilize my body, dig the ball of my foot into the ground, and then from here I'm going to grab the cable about 24 inches apart, something around there, and then I'm just going to rotate my arm. So I'm going to pull the cable across my body in that oblique line. So I'm here, abs tight, nothing else moves. The goal is to make sure when it comes back, it doesn't rotate you out of position. So we're gonna be here, locked in place, squeeze the glutes, make sure we're activating the adductors. That'll help with tying into the oblique sling. And then from here, you're gonna drive into that chop position. So again, more of that angle coming from the shoulder down to the hip, maintaining your foot position, maintaining that torso stiffness and stability there. Nothing is rotating out as you go to bring the cable down. You don't have to be staggered. You can also go squared up too as well, and it would look like this. Same concept. We're locked in, and you're coming down at that angle. Down, chop it down. Usually you want to go higher reps with this. I would say 10 to 12 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets through on each side. So now we're going to go into a flexion-based movement, and this one is going to be more hip flexion. We're going to use the ab straps. You're going to go ahead and hang here, and then you're going to take a band right around your leg where it's fully extended. Then from here, you're gonna go ahead, dorsiflex the foot, so you're gonna drive the toes up to the top of the shoe, and then drive your feet and drive your knee up to your chest. So it is a knee raise with some accommodated resistance at the top. The reason why we like to do this is to obviously increase the intensity. Now, if you wanna improve on that, then you would go ahead and get a heavier band. We have a mini band here, but you can also use a heavy band or a monster band. Same sets and reps, you're gonna go 3, maybe 4 sets of this, looking around 8 to 12 repetitions. For the last exercise, we're gonna do a rotation rotational twist. You don't have to have a back extension. You can do this on the floor, but it is a good way to manage the rotation because I'm gonna give him band resistance, so it gives us more room to do what we need to do. So what I'm gonna do is take 2 mini bands. You can go ahead and cross them through and tie them tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Jack feed it through his arm, and then I'm gonna wrap it around his back first. It's gonna open up around the chest, and then I'm gonna bring it all the way through to the other side. Now he's gonna lean back, fingertips on the ribs, chest is tall, abs are tight, and he's gonna rotate against the resistance. So now you have work being done in the rectus abdominals because he has to resist gravitational force coming down, and he's also getting rotational force, so now he has tension in that transverse plane. As he goes to rotate, he's going against the resistance of the band. So for this same concept, you're looking at 3 to 4 sets. You roughly wanna do about 10 to 12 repetitions on each side. All right, so there you have it. 4 key core exercises that you can utilize, not just for combat sports, MMA, striking sports, grappling sports, but also if you're just trying to get a strong midsection. Remember, we did anti-flexion, anti-rotation, then we worked on rotation and flexion, especially hip flexion for combat sports. But again, like I said, you can use this anywhere. If you like this video, let me know, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification, show me some love, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.